Hello traders, Rich here, and here's a quick but detailed update on NZDJPY. As usual, if you guys like video analysis, let me know in the comments or simply leave a like. So let's get started. As we clearly see, NZDJPY has been overall bullish for a while, making higher lows and higher highs, trading inside this rising ground channel. And if you remember my previous picture analysis, we were looking for buy stops around this area because it is the intersection of a horizontal support zone and a non-horizontal support, which is the lower trend line in brown. For now, we traded higher and we are currently approaching a minor resistance zone. As we clearly see, we've got previously multiple rejections from. That's why we'll be looking for sell setups on lower time frames, of course, unless it's broken upward. In this case, further bullish movement would be expected till around the upper resistance zone, the 90 resistance, which is lining up with the upper brown trend line, which would also be a very strong zone to look for setups. Meanwhile, while around the resistance zone, we can see it even better from daily time frame. That's why we are looking for sell setups. If you zoom into H1 time frame, we can see that we are trading inside this bullish channel in red. So we are bullish from a short-term perspective, but approaching a resistance. So as per my trading plan, as usual, for those who know me, just like here, for example, we'll be waiting for the bears to take over by breaking below the previous minor low from, of course, from lower time frames. In this case, when this happens, when we get a new swing low, just like here, to form around the lower red trend line, I'll consider it my trigger swing, and when the sell is activated by a candle close below it, my stop loss would be above the previous swing high and will target a 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio to have an edge over the market from a risk management perspective. So this would be our trigger. For those who already know, I always highlight it like this. And we are looking for setups because we have a resistance zone. Before we continue, I want to tell you about Tickmill. Tickmill is established in 2014 and is one of the leading Forex and CFD brokers with registered users from more than 200 different countries. Tickmill is a no-dealing desk and ECN broker regulated in many countries like the UK, Cyprus, and recently in South Africa. With Tickmill, you can trade a wide range of instruments, starting from Forex to indices, commodities, and even crypto. Most importantly, with very low spreads and trading fees. If you don't have an account yet, make sure to create one using my referral link in the description below to benefit from 5% discounts on your trading fees. And let's continue. As we clearly see, gold has been overall bullish for a while, making higher lows and higher highs, trading inside this rising brown channel. And we are currently inside this impulse movement. So of course, if the bears take over and the correction starts, just like here, for example, we'll be looking for trend following buy setups, but for now we are inside this impulse movement. We are overall bullish, so we'll be looking for a short-term trend following buy setup. And as price approaches the upper bound of this brown channel, which I consider a non-horizontal resistance or overbought zone lining up with the 2k round number, we'll be looking for a sell setup. But for now, let's take it step by step, right? Overall bullish from a medium-term and short-term perspective. And if we zoom into lower time frames, we can see that we are currently trading inside this channel in orange. And as we approach this lower band, which is lining up with this minor support and resistance, we'll be looking for buy stops because, as mentioned, from weekly and monthly time frame, we are currently bullish. You can even draw this channel like this. We'll be looking for trend following buy setups. And if we break above this channel upward, in this case, we'll be expecting a bullish movement till around the upper bound again, as I showed you from weekly and monthly time frame. Zoom into lower time frames, we can see that previously gold has been trading in a clean manner. The bulls took over, traded higher, bears took over, traded lower, bulls took over, and so on. Lately the bears took over, but I don't actually trade in the middle of nowhere. I always wait for price to approach a resistance or support. So for now, for gold / euro, I'll be waiting for it to approach the upper bound to look for a sell or approach the lower bound to look for a buy. That is from a short-term perspective. From a long-term one, as I showed you previously, looking for buy stops here, or if it's broken up, we'll be looking for boundary tests and looking for sell setups around the upper band. That is for gold. Best of luck, and I'll see you on the next one.